It's all right. You know.
So this is your last show ever?
Yeah.
You going to be a disc jockey after this, or?
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, like right now I'm in the applying interviewing phase.
Okay.
So we'll see what comes out of it. You never know that. Yeah, right over there.
WNBC. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh, my God. Are you playing a song right now?
I am.
What song are you playing?
It is Jack Spy, Never Say Goodbye.
Oh, you're getting sentimental.
Hey.
I got it.
Over there.
Where's your Baba Booey? Where's your producer?
Producer? I am a producer.
You're the producer? Who's your favorite disc jockey?
My favorite?
Yeah.
I gotta go with Preston and Steve.
Preston and Steve.
I like
Wow.
It's a great show.
Oh my God. I am a huge fan.
Let's go. What are we doing?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing?
I'm good, man.
Is he part of the show?
He's
Or did he
on
just
Etsy
sneak
right
in? Did he just sneak
Fine, you
in?
wanna come on with him?
Now?
Yeah. Go live.
What are we doing? My New Year's resolution, my goal was to be a studio guest at a radio show. So, but this counts. This counts. This is a studio.
Yeah.
You wear cans? You got cans for your ears? That's radio. Oh man, they're tiny cans. Well, you're so big.
Sit next to the Philly captain.
Well, how exciting must that be?
You're in the presence of greatness.
Ed Simmons, you stink.
He stinks. You know, I realize I got to drive home to Philadelphia after this is over, and this is near Villanova, so it's going to take me 6 hours to get home because of rush hour traffic stinking. So
Yeah, it's a rough drive.
it is a horrible drive. What the hell was I thinking?
Alrighty, and we are back on the Rockin' With Show finale spectacular, and we have two very special guests in the studio right now. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves? We'll start with Sonny over here.
Well, I'm glad to be a part of this. DJ Sonny Rose in the building. Had to be a part of the finale.
Hey, you've been a big part of the show over the years.
Oh, absolutely. I am so honored to be on the finale, and can't wait, man. We got a lot to discuss today, man.
We do. And you are sitting right next to a legend. Like, you came
I
in
am.
here, you're super excited about it.
I am in the. We are graced by the amazing presence of the one and only. You want me to introduce him?
You can introduce him.
The one and only Philly captain. Welcome, man.
My
Welcome.
God, what a microphone hog you are. It's Matt's show. How dare you steal the microphone from Matt and his last show, stealing all his introductions. Matt,
apologize.
what a pleasure, a privilege, and an honor it is to be here
the
in
pleasure's mine.
WYBF. Is that what we call this? WYBF?
Cavalier Radio.
Cavalier Radio.
Yeah.
What the heck's a Cavalier?
Good question.
Right.
Whatever the school decided years ago, that was going to be their mascot.
But what is it? Like, I know the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you know what? I never really thought about what the heck that is.
Quick look and find out what.
You've been going to school here for 4 years. You don't know the answer?
They don't teach us this stuff.
They don't.
I had a genuine curiosity. I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying jazz cigarettes and you smoke jazz cigarettes, but don't you, like, smoke a jazz cigarette and go, why are we calling ourselves that? Like, don't you wonder these things?
Honestly, I never thought about what a Cavalier is. I was like, it's a cool name, you know. It's okay. There's
But what is it? You just looked on the computer.
Yeah.
And you don't even know what it is still after looking it up.
Right, I'm trying to figure out what it is. So it says a gentleman trained in arms and horsemanship. A mounted soldier, a knight-ish.
So why not call yourselves the Knights? Everybody knows what
that's
a
Newman. That's Newman.
everybody knows what a knight is. Well, I mean, it's just the same thing.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. We're better than Newman.
Oh, are we? I tell you what a beautiful campus you guys
better
have.
than
What is it, Cabrini?
Mother Cabrini. Oh,
Mother Cabrini. Oh,
we can tell you
please.
about that one.
Okay.
So Saint Francis,
A sissy?
Xavier Cabrini.
Okay.
She is the patron saint of immigrants. Came over from Italy, immigrated to America. Founded a few things. Not the university itself, but the order, the Sisters of the Sacred Heart. I forget.
It doesn't matter. Nobody's
whatever
writing a book
order of
report.
sisters.
Right.
And then from there, those sisters came and founded Cabrini University.
Wow. Nuns did a lot of stuff in this area. You know, Drexel, Mother Drexel, she's a saint. And if you go to the Basilica, I can't believe we're talking Catholic stuff. If you go to the Basilica in Center City, Philadelphia, Catherine Drexel is buried there. And
She's actually buried?
yeah. When they took her, what's crazy? They used to have like a family plot up in the far northeast in right near Bensalem and Philadelphia Meet, and her whole family's buried there. Mom, dad, brother, sister. You know what they did? They dug our body up and moved her away and put her in the building, just like she and all her nuns, every single nun who was part of her convent or whatever, they're all buried there too. Everyone's there, but the head honcho. So.
I mean, listen, I got to take priority on my nuns. I got 2 great aunts who are nuns.
Yeah, I have an aunt that's a nun.
Yeah, those are my 2 favorite two favorite nuns.
Well, I mean, you know what they say? Oh boy, you know, this is a sad fact. In about 10 years, there's going to be less than 1,000 nuns.
Really?
In the United States. Yeah, I mean, who the hell wants to be a nun? Not me.
Not me.
No, and then they say, and then they say under 10,000 priests in like 20 years or maybe 10 years. And that's why they're thinking the Pope might go, hey, you want to get married to be? I can't believe, what is this, Catholic talk? But then the Pope was like, yeah, you can get married and be a priest. That's probably the only way to save the church.
All right, son, you got a new career track.
I guess so.
Are you a junior? What year are you going?
I'm a junior. So
okay, so you're coming back to the radio station.
I am.
You guys got a vinyl record player, or you just got the CDs?
We have a vinyl record in Studio B. It's kind of hidden behind that tower.
You ever use it? You ever have like a radio show? Yeah.
So on the Christmas special I did.
Okay.
I had bought the Eagles Christmas album.
Okay. Wow, you spent $90 on that thing, huh? Yeah, lunatic.
I splurged.
Yeah. It's way too much money.
It is. You're right.
Yeah, I was going to buy the Eagles album, and then I saw that it was $90, and then I realized Jason Peters can't sing. Or not Jason Peters, Jason Kelsey can't sing.
But he can scream.
Yeah. Well, I'm not paying $90. I don't listen to Screamo.
Actually, speaking of, so you were asking earlier, who's probably the most famous DJ?
Yeah.
Kelsey's wife.
Kelsey's wife?
Yeah. Kylie, she went here, and she was a DJ.
But is she famous as a DJ?
As a DJ, no, she's famous as Kylie.
She's famous, right? I mean, famous via proxy. No disrespect. I'm just saying. Yeah. Did she do? Is that how Jason met her? Jason did the radio show. You think Jason came to Cabrini College? And
he did. There's stories of him like in dorms and stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Jason's a big Cabrini guy.
I can't believe that because Villanova. How far are we from Villanova?
5-10 minutes.
It's not far.
Not far.
Is that like, do we hate them? Is that like our rival? Like
no, we're Division 3. They're Division 1. You know?
Okay, so who's our rival? Who do we hate?
I'd say probably Newman.
Newman's
probably one.
So it's like Catholic high schools
or,
then.
You know what? Eastern, because it's right across the street.
Yeah, we don't like them.
No.
Okay. They have a mascot.
I think they're actually the Eagles too.
Well, I'd rather be an Eagle than a Cavalier. No offense. I mean,
yeah,
we just had to Google what the hell it was, and I'm still not clear. It just seems like a knight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fancy word for a knight, basically, is what it seems to be.
When you asked me to do an interview, is this how you figured it would go? That we would wind up talking about mascots in college sports? Because this is like, I'm just realizing now I'm like completely hijacking your radio show.
No, I honestly I had no plan. Like I had a couple things in mind, but you know, whatever happens. I
like it.
That's kind of the way I've run my radio show over the years.
That's great. I like that. Now everybody at home listening, I know there's about 10,000 of you. If you have never seen this studio, I would say what year would you say describe? Like if you were to look at this, like 87.
Sonny, you did the podcast episode on technology. You should know this answer.
What year is this? This is a. It's cool though. It's nice. I like it.
It's an older studio. Like right now, the department's going through a lot of upgrades. So.
Oh, it's fantastic to hear that you paid all that tuition and now everything's getting upgraded.
Listen, I'll say this.
Time though.
The one thing I'm okay with getting upgrades is the con department. Anything else is, it is.
Right now. How long have you been doing radio for all 4 years of your college?
I've been doing it for 3 years.
3 years. What's something you know? All right, now is your last show and your first show. What's the one thing you paid all this college? What's your one major takeaway about radio?
My one major takeaway about radio?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say if things don't go to plan, just roll it. Roll the punches.
That's very good. That's a good thing. When doing shows, as long as you just talk to the person you're talking to, like I'm looking at you and I'm talking to you, and I'm looking at you and talking to you. I'm not worried about. But as long as you have a good conversation, it's going to be a good show.
Exactly.
That's what I mean. That's why everybody listens to Joe Rogan. The guy smokes a joint and then he has a nice conversation with somebody. I'm not saying you guys smoked a joint. Maybe I did. That's all. No problem.
Hey, gotta do what you gotta do so you can have a good conversation before you get here.
Right, listen. You got to see the studio, right? Look at this. This is fantastic.
Hey, we're even getting a video out of this.
This is gonna be good.
We're going big time.
This is gonna. Maybe I have a. My name's the Philly Captain, and I have a YouTube channel called the Philly Captain. I'm also on all social media platforms, TikTok. I'm big on TikTok too. Like I'm very popular on TikTok.
That's where I found you.
Saying that, I hate TikTok. TikTok is a tool used by the Chinese government to spy on us. Don't watch me on TikTok. Watch me on YouTube. They pay me more.
Your channel. You're always hanging out with the Galapagos gang at the Phillies games.
Oh yeah. They're my boys and girl. Messi's a girl, but yeah, I'm the inflatable mascots at the Phillies game. I figured something out. The Philly Fanatic is extremely popular, and he gets mobbed like the Beatles when walking around Citizens Bank Park. The Galapagos gang, they do not get mobbed. So I can interact with them more and get some funny, and they're very, very funny.
Yes.
And they're also like professional mascots. Like the guy who is inside Calvin the Turtle is also the Wawa Goose. So if you ever see the Wawa Goose at an event, odds are that could be Calvin the Turtle. There's another guy who's the Barbara Bear. Sometimes he's Sid the whatever Sid is. And
so that's all the same guy? Because he's inside the stadium doing his thing, and he's outside too.
Right. Well, if there's there's two guys who do the Barbara Bear. The one, if you go up to him and you go, "Is Barbara the best?" And there's one guy who will say, "Boy, I guess." And then there's another bear who won't say anything. The bear who don't say anything isn't one of the Galapagos gang. But if you get the guy who says, "Boy, I guess," back, that's my boy Mike, and he's one of the gang. There's that's what they, except for Iggy, who's like this inflatable iguana. He's not a professional mascot. He's actually a rocket scientist for real, and he works for like Lockheed Martin or one of those he makes weapons. He likes to make children laugh, and he likes to make weapons to kill people. Isn't that incredible? Come on, Dad. We got to talk about these Pittsburgh Pirates.
Would you like to have one, Mr. Rutherford? Yes.
So you could technically have a heart attack right now, and we wouldn't have to worry about dead air. We could listen to music.
Well, I'd have to hit the play button first.
If you were having a heart attack, would you hit the play button? Would you be a team player, or would you just be selfish and worry about your heart attack?
I think I would hit the play button.
That's good. That's going to do good on this video. Other program directors are going to see this and they're going to be like, "Wow, this guy, he's a team player."
It's all about if I think about it, because I don't know what goes through your mind during a heart attack. I haven't been through that.
I think it starts off with, "Ooh, my arm hurts." That's what you so
as soon as the arm hurts.
No, it stinks. I'm 46 and my body's starting to fall apart. My hips starting to hurt. My knees starting to hurt, and every so often I get a pain in my left arm. And I think I'm having a heart attack. It's not. It's just like an ache and pain. But for the rest of my, I don't know. Does that happen to you? You ever
all the time? Absolutely.
You think you're having a heart attack? Yeah, it's terrifying getting old. I wouldn't recommend it. I would say. What's that?
That's being a parent.
Oh my God, it's the worst thing. Oh my God, listen. Let me tell you guys something. If you're listening to the show, and I know there's millions of you right now, first off, if you're one of the college kids, don't have kids until you're in your 30s. Seriously, travel the world. Do things you want to do. It is the hardest job in the world. It's the worst job. You know what you get in? Father's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up. When are you getting them? You getting them anything good?
They're in the studio. I can't say that. Also, I can't say because I don't know the answer yet, too.
Right.
But that's its own problem.
Right. See, it's very selfish, kids. Mother's Day's a week away. You should have been thinking about it months ago.
I know. I'll probably take her to breakfast, lunch, dinner, a meal. That's what I like to do.
A meal?
A meal. Yeah.
That's fine. I guess that's a gift, right?
Wawa.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ma, here's a sizzling and an orange juice.
You want that? You go with that? Yeah, because you're up in the Northeast, right?
I'm in Bridesburg, which is it's considered the River Wards, which is like Yeah, it's like lower Northeast. It's in between Center City and Northeast. Little working class neighborhood.
Yeah, and then you're going down to Kensington all the time. You know?
That's where I was born. I was born in Kensington, so it's when I go down there, it's like when I was a kid, I used to go sledding in the park where everybody's shooting up and doing drugs. And it's kind of like I don't know if you seen the movie Back to the Future 2?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know how like Back to the Future 2, the world's weird and everything's wrong. When I go to Kensington, I feel like I'm in Back to the Future 2. Everything's wrong with the city. It's not how it used to be. So nice. There used to be stores and Christmas lights. It used to be really pretty and beautiful down there. And it's just like I said, it's like Back to the Future 2, and I don't know what's going on. In that, but I go there a lot because it blows my mind at the things that happen.
Right now you got the Red Sox coming to town, and then you got the Celtics coming to town this weekend. So,
oh my god,
a lot of Boston fans. I guess the opposite. Are you not looking forward to that?
Let me tell you about this. I used to love Boston Red Sox fans. I used to love the Boston Red Sox. Like they were my B squad. And then in 2004, they won the World Series. And then their fans started coming down to our ballpark. And then they started thinking they were a little too good for us. And they act a little snooty, like they're the Kennedys or something. And because of their fan base, I swear this is true, because of their fan base, I now hate their team more than any other team. I hate the Boston Red Sox fans. I'm not going to the game on Friday. I have tickets. I'm not going. I have something to do. And I don't have to do the other thing, but I just don't want to be around Red Sox fans. And oh my God, the Sixers better win. Because, they're going to be insufferable with this team.
You're going to have the MVP trophy celebration, the game before the game. So
that's going to get the crowd hype. Yeah. That will be, the crowd will always play their part in Philadelphia. If the crowd will give you their all, if the team is giving their all. And, I hope the team can give their all on Friday. The game's on Friday, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's every other day now.
Yeah, the Sixers are Friday, Sunday.
Yeah, so, if they give their all, everybody should be happy, I guess.
Yeah. City of Boston, I don't like them.
No, they stink and I don't like them, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. This is riveting radio.
I never liked them.
No, you never liked them?
The Pittsburgh fans don't like Boston.
No, we don't like Boston. And it was great to see the Bruins lose the other day.
Yeah, that was nice.
That
I like that they won all
so
those
well.
games. They won all. You can win. That's my favorite, when the team that wins 110 wins and they lose the first round of the playoffs. Oh my God, does that make me happy?
Yeah.
It's never the Phillies. The Phillies never win 110 games and get out in the first round.
Exactly. Studio B's let me in. So that's all that matters.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, we got.
Where did he get in there?
What? So
Look at the board.
Yeah, we're getting the whole video of this. So Dad, while you're over there,
Yes.
you were talking about the Pirates a little bit in the early season. How are you thinking they've done so far?
Well, I'm very excited for it. It won't last, that's for sure. But
So you don't have confidence in them?
well, what kind of music we go listen to?
What kind of music?
Little
Say
Metallica, little Linkin Park, maybe.
So he's a little bit of a.
Is that what you listen to?
I do.
Yeah, you like Metallica?
I'm a rock and roll guy.
All right. Yeah, we're looking at you. What would I say? You look like
Well, back in the day, when
I would Billy Joel. You look like a Billy Joel guy.
He's too soft for me.
Yeah. Okay. You like a little rock, a little thing that bites.
Little VH.
Yeah, Billy Joel's my guy.
Oh, he's the most generic thing in music.
I don't know. I mean, he put on a good show.
He does put on a good show. Yeah, but it's.
Bring back Ozzy Osbourne, right? Well, he's done.
He's bad.
You don't want to see him in concert. Yes, he's like Phil Collins. I love Phil Collins, but I cannot watch him sit. Pay what $100 for a ticket to watch him sit and sing.
Aerosmith is doing their farewell tour.
Farewell tour.
Yeah.
Apparently, he's having some issues. I heard something about
Steven
that.
Tyler?
Yeah. There's things.
Well, him and Joe
with
Perry
them,
don't get along. And they have a horrible, and that's like the weirdest thing. These two guys make such wonderful music for all these years, but they don't like each other.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. It's like, I wonder who's the real jerk in that relationship. Because I feel like if Steven Tyler, if he was in my life, it'd be a bit much after a while if he's always like that.
Philly captain, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, it was an absolute pleasure to be part of your last show. Thank you for having me in. Thank you for letting me be part of this. You know what a Cavalier is?
Yeah, we were
They
trying to
look like
figure
a
this out.
Buccaneer.
It's just a fancy word for a knight. That's all. We learned some things. We had a good time, and your dad likes heavy metal, so that's pretty cool.
Exactly. We got the Rolling Stones actually queued up next. You go with that, Dad?
Well,
I am.
let's go for it.
You're gonna
Go
live
for
with it.
Let's go for it. Yeah.
All right. So make sure you stay tuned. Rockin' with Sports big finale.